the idea that like, hey, 10 years from now, there's going to be several thousand thylacine back in Tasmania. Facial tumor disease is going to go away. The overabundance of prey is going to disappear.
Facial tumor disease?
Facial tumor disease is a thing that a lot of the animals, and particularly the Tasmanian devils, have in Tasmania. It's herpes on the face. But it comes from an overabundance of prey because the alpha predator, the thylacine, has been knocked out. So if you go drive down a road, yeah, look at it, poor bastards. It's bad. It's herpes. God. It's actual herpes.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And that's the Tasmanian tiger, which is
the Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil. What a crazy little animal that fucker is.
They're so cool, man.
And the noises they make.
Yeah, they're wild.
See if you can find a recording of Tasmanian devil noises.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm just excited because it's like,
it is crazy.
It seems like we live in an alternate universe where these things are real now, which is just so crazy compared to a few years ago.
What does it... Here we go. Look at those little fuckers. They're going mouth to mouth with each other.
If you're camping in Tasmania, which I've done for thylacine searches and stuff, and you hear that, it is the most like blood-curdling, terrifying, and then they're this big. But you hear this and you're like, something is going to rip me to shreds.
They
and it's
look
just
like a
these
French
little buggers.
bulldog.
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah. They're real cute.
Really cute.
Does anybody ever have them as pets? I wonder if you can domesticate them.
I don't know. But my number one pet's a wombat. Have you ever seen a pet wombat?
No, they have them?
Oh my God, dude.
People have them as pets?
I mean, in Australia, like as rescues and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if they're in the pet trade, but I went to a place in South Australia.
Look at that Tasmanian devil. Oh, look, he's a little puppy. They're adorable.
They are.
So do people, but this is like little tiny babies. Like I wonder what it's... Maybe it's like some animals, like you get to a certain age, you can't really keep them anymore.
I wouldn't think they'd make very good pets. I went to a place in Tasmania where they dragged a wallaby carcass in that had been hit by the road. It was like the cartoon version of piranhas, where they come in and it's like, and they rip it to shreds. These things ripped this dead wallaby to nothing. It was like maybe 10 of them in under a minute.
Really?
Just to nothing, to just bones and gnawing. It was wild to see.
Most people think of the Tasmanian devil as that cartoon. That's literally if people think about that, it's one of the only animals where the cartoon is more popular than the actual animal.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
Like I couldn't pick that animal out of a lineup. If you told me, I mean, now I can because I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
But look at these little. Let me hear some volume.
Wow.
They only weigh about 7 kilos.
Gotta love Australians.
Yeah.
There's also wombat ears too.
Little cutie. That's a wombat ear.
Look. This is what I'm talking about.
That's a wombat.
That's a juvenile one, but they're just little trucks.
Little cutie.
I love wombats. I think they're so adorable.
So people keep those as pets as adults?
Yes, they do. There was a woman I met who had one in her house. Man, we had this video on our little podcast that I don't know how to find it, but it was hilarious. And this woman hand-raised this wombat, and it ran around her house like your dog does. But the thing is, it's like this truck. They're like super low to the ground, huge shoulders. And like if it decided to run like through the dog gate or through the refrigerator, it just went like bowling straight through it. It was amazing.
Cute little guys.
Oh, I think they're so cute. But these guys have unbelievable mange in Tasmania. Like, Jamie, if you type in, wombat mange, we've looked at a lot of gross animal stuff today, but it's like, it's brutal. And the reason the mange is so bad, there's no predators and they're way overpopulated. And so when there's that many animals in a small environment with overpopulation, they get diseases. And so...
Oh, look. Ugh.
Yeah. So all this is potentially fixable, if you put a predator, the right predator back in Tasmania.
Right. And so that would help Tasmania. And are they planning on doing this to other continents? Oh, that's terrible.
That's what they look like, though.
Oh,
that image you saw for a split second there, that's what they... Not all, but that's what a ton of them look like in Tasmania with this rampant mange.
Well, that's the chupacabra.
Straight up.
The chupacabra is a coyote.
A mangy
that has
coyote.
Horrible mange.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've captured them. Like people, we caught a chupacabra.
And it's sitting in a cage, all terrified. Eyes are swollen shut. And
it's just a fucked up coyote.
Yep.
The North American mammals, like, are they planning on eventually doing that North American mammals as well and reintroducing some?
I'm not sure. Well, the mammoth would be in Alaska, so that's North America.
They are going to do it in Alaska.
Siberia all the way to Alaska. So that mammoth steppe environment, those grasslands, used to range from Spain all the way to North America, like all across the Bering Land Bridge, and all that ice was like trampled and blah blah blah. All these savanna lands that are now big forests.